In this video, I want to talk about the importance of looking at averages. When we're talking about how much to charge for a particular service, and remember, if we're going to figure out how much we should charge for a service, the first thing we got to do is figure out how much that service costs us. And this example will really point out that fact. Um, we got to look at the average cost basically. We can't just look at a cost for one specific point of time. So let's look at this example and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so in this example, we're dealing with the cost of providing ski lessons. So we happen to be at a ski school and we want to provide um, ski lessons to people and we want to figure out how much we should charge them. And we decide that we want to make $10 a lesson. So we want to profit of $10 a lesson, right? So we want a profit of $10 per lesson. So that's the goal that we have here. So we need to figure out how much these lessons cost, and I have a cost over here. And we have the cost of the mountain access, which is $100 a day, the cost of a ski instructor, which is $20 a lesson, and the cost of the snacks, which is $5 a lesson. And so we're trying to figure out what it costs per day. So we're looking at 3 days. We're looking at Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and we want to figure out the cost per each of these days. So we have some historical date, and we know last week maybe we had 4 lessons on Friday, 10 lessons on Saturday, and 20 lessons on Sunday. So given that, we can figure out the cost. When the ski instructor charges $20 a lesson, for Friday we had 4 lessons, so 4 times $20 is $80. For Saturday we had 10 lessons times $20, it's $200. And for Sunday we had to pay the instructor for 20 lessons, so that was $400. Then we provide our client snacks, and the snacks cost us $5 a lesson, right? So on Friday they cost us $20. On Saturday we had 10 lessons, so they cost us $50. And on Sunday we taught 20 lessons, so the snack would cost us $100. And then we have some fixed costs as well. Our fixed cost is the mountain access, and it's fixed because we are looking at this on a daily basis, and it's $100 per day, no matter how many lessons we teach. So we have $100 as fixed cost for mountain access on Friday, $100 also for Saturday, and $100 for Sunday. So our total cost is just going to be our variable cost plus our fixed cost. It's going to be $200 for Friday, since it costs us $200 to provide lessons for Friday. The total cost is going to be $350 for Saturday. And then Sunday, our total cost would be $600. And so then we can divide that by the number of lessons that we gave that day, and we can get our cost per lesson. That's what we are really looking for, the cost per lesson. And so for Friday, we had $200 divided by 4, which is $50 a lesson. For Saturday, we have $350 divided by 10, which is $35 a lesson. For Sunday, it was $600 divided by 20, or $30 a lesson. So if we want to make $10 profit, we just add $10 to these, and we know how much we should charge for the lessons. So for Friday, we should charge $60. For Saturday, we should charge $45. And for Sunday, we should charge $40. Hopefully, you will see the problem with this. On Friday, our demand is extremely low. We only have 4 clients. We don't expect many people to come on Friday, yet we are charging the highest price. That doesn't really make sense. And on Sunday, when our demand is really high, we have 20 clients, we're charging the lowest price. So our pricing really isn't filling our demand, and it's not a good way to set up prices. So instead of looking on this on a daily basis, let's look at this on an average cost basis. So let's take our total cost across Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So our total cost should be $200 plus $350 plus $600, which is $1150. That's our total cost. And divide by the total number of lessons that we gave throughout those 3 days, which would be 4 plus 10 plus 20. It would be divided by 34 basically. And that gives us an average cost per lesson of $33.82. So that's an average cost, and this is better number to use. So then if we want to add $10 to that for profit, we would want to charge our clients $43.82. So we may just want to charge them $44 to make things even. All right, now the real trick with this is figuring out what period of time we want to average the cost over. I mean, in this case, in this example, we average it over a weekend, but you could also average it over a week, over a month, over a year, or over a season. So there's lots of subjectivity involved in terms of deciding what's the appropriate amount of time to average the cost over. And that's something that the manager has a lot of discussion over. Another important point in this video is deciding the cost plus pricing, and it's just a pricing strategy where we determine the cost of it and then we add a profit. That's what we did in this.